Hello, I'm the Real Creator, and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to go over the 3 biggest tips I have for beginner artists, or just any artist looking to improve. My own art has come a long way in the past few years, and there's a couple things I've been able to tie to that improvement that I wanted to go over. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first step any beginner artist needs in order to begin improving on their art is to gain a grasp of the fundamentals, with an asterisk. We'll get to that later. I think the most important of the fundamentals, especially if you're an artist who frequently draws characters or people, is anatomy and color theory. If you want to know more about these, then let me know because I could make a video in the future. There are a lot of great free resources that you can use to learn the basics of art, like all the videos here on YouTube. You can look up a couple tutorials or subscribe to my channel and gain a good understanding of these tools in just a few minutes. It's good to know the rules before you break them, so when you later move on to developing a style of your own, you know how to bend certain art fundamentals in a way that works for you. However, here's where the asterisk comes in. If this all seems like a boring way to learn art and all the technical stuff starts bogging you down, remember that it's okay to just draw whatever you want sometimes. Most artists are doing art simply because they want to, so it's important to make sure that you have fun and enjoy what you do. It's okay if your art looks bad sometimes, because you still made it, and if you enjoyed making it, that's all the better. Our world can be so obsessed with production and perfection and efficiency, and sometimes we just need to take a step back and be creative with something, because it's in our nature as human beings to do so. As you go along in your art improvement journey, don't be afraid of messing up from time to time. Not every drawing will be a winner, and that's okay. The second big tip that helps improve your art is to study the other artists that you like. If you are looking to refine your art style and there are certain artists out there that you really want to emulate, it's a great idea to take a look at those artists' work and take inspiration from it. You could just plainly look at a piece of art and try to incorporate elements of it into your own art style, but I'd encourage going a step further and actually trying to copy it. Copying artwork seems to be sort of taboo in the art world, but contrary to popular belief, there's actually nothing wrong with it. It only becomes a problem if you try to pass off the copied work as your own. If you ever do this kind of art study and post it online, be sure to give credit to the original artist. Then you're in the clear. But actually, copying an art style to the best of your ability can do a variety of useful things. For one, instead of just glancing at an image and taking things at face value, when you take the time to copy a reference, it really gets you to pay attention to all the small details put into a piece of artwork and all the purposes that they serve. It allows you to gain a deeper understanding of the artist's technique, which makes it easier to apply to your own artwork. When you copy a piece of artwork brushstroke by brushstroke, then you can come away with the best things that you learned from that experience and incorporate them into your own style. My own art style has evolved so much just through studying the art styles that I like, and it helped me especially with digital art because it motivated me to try out brushes I had never used before. Studying other art and references can help you learn so many different things, like proportions and anatomy. If you made it this far into the video, congratulations! Most people are gone by then. Here's a friendly reminder to like the video if you're enjoying it so far, and subscribe to my channel for more stuff like this. I try to post a long form video every Sunday. Also, leave a comment if you have any video suggestions for me. Engagement like this really helps small creators like me grow their channels, so it's greatly appreciated. Anyways, back to the video. However, before we get into the last tip, I'm going to interject with a tip of what not to do as a beginner artist, and that is to never, ever, under any circumstances, use AI as a reference. Please don't ever do this. For one, generated AI images lack the same kind of knowledge of anatomy and other things that real artists are aware of, so trying to copy will get you nowhere with improving on these techniques. There's a reason why AI is notorious for having the wrong number of fingers. It just mashes details together with no real technique in mind. If you have a very specific composition in mind that you need a reference for, don't generate an image. Use a program like Canva to put together human-made images into your own custom references if you have to. Not only is AI just not a suitable reference to learn from, but it also actively steals from other artists' work and is polluting the environment at an alarming rate. Just boycott AI entirely. It'll be a favor to all of us. Well, now that that's out of the way, time for the final biggest tip to improve your art, and that is very simply just practice. I know, this was a boring one, but the number one biggest thing that has helped me see improvement in my art is just consistently drawing. Art can change so much just through continuously doing it, even if you're not really making an effort to improve your art style or any certain technique. If you're just starting out as an artist, it's a good idea to keep a small sketchbook on you at all times, so whenever the inspiration hits, you can make some doodles and sketches. And it's okay if they're not always perfect art pieces. The great thing about a sketchbook is that you never have to show anything in it to anyone, unless you really want to. And making tons of doodles and sketches is just pretty fun on its own. I remember a few years back I got into the habit of drawing my D&D character every single day, just a couple of silly little doodles of him in different scenarios, and once I started doing that, my art improvement skyrocketed, and since then I've gone from this to this. It's kind of crazy to think about sometimes. And you don't have to draw the same thing every day. You don't even have to draw every single day, but drawing consistently will always equal consistent improvement. Well, those were my biggest tips for improving as a beginner artist, or just as an artist at any skill level. These are just the things that have helped me out the most, and every artist has a different process, so it's fine if these things aren't right for you. But I do recommend you try them out anyway, just to see if it helps. If you thought these tips were helpful, then go ahead and leave a like, comment if you want to see more informative videos like this, and subscribe so you don't miss any of those. But that's enough of my yapping. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to keep on creating.